Welcome, Clear Speak Academy channel. Story: The Silent Violin. In a quiet village nestled between green hills, there lived an old violin maker named Mr. Eliot. His shop, a little wooden hut with ivy crawling up its sides, sat beside the cobbled town square. Generations had passed through his door, each drawn in by the sound of the finest violins ever made in the region. Mr. Eliot was known for his silence. He rarely spoke, but his violins did all the talking. When someone played an Eliot violin, the sound was so pure, it could make the clouds pause and listen. He carved each instrument with precision, patience, and love. One stormy afternoon, a boy named Sam wandered into Eliot's shop. Sam was thin, his clothes worn, and his eyes held a mix of sadness and determination. "I want to learn to play," he said softly, glancing at the violins hanging on the walls. Mr. Eliot looked at the boy for a moment and simply nodded. For weeks, Sam swept the shop, polished instruments, and helped Mr. Eliot gather wood from the forest. Every evening, Eliot would hand Sam a different violin, and the boy would play. At first, the sounds were clumsy, off-key, even irritating. But Sam practiced every day, and soon, his fingers found the strings with ease. One morning, Mr. Eliot led Sam to the back of the shop. There, hidden beneath a dusty cloth, was a violin unlike any Sam had seen. The wood shimmered with a reddish glow, and the strings looked almost silver. "This," Eliot whispered, speaking for the first time, "is the silent violin." Sam raised his eyebrows. "Silent?" Mr. Eliot nodded. "It plays only for those who listen with their hearts." Sam didn't understand. Still, he reached for the violin and placed it beneath his chin. He drew the bow slowly across the strings, but no sound came. Again and again, he tried. Nothing. He frowned. "Is it broken?" Mr. Eliot shook his head and took the violin gently from his hands. He began to play. To Sam's amazement, the shop filled with music, soft, sorrowful, beautiful beyond words. It felt like sunlight after a long storm. But Eliot's hands trembled, and after a few moments, he stopped, returning the violin to its case. "That was the last time I will play it," he said quietly. "It belongs to someone who truly understands its silence." Sam practiced harder than ever before. Months passed. He played at village festivals, weddings, even funerals. His fame began to spread, but he never felt ready for the silent violin. One night, as winter fell over the hills, Mr. Eliot fell ill. Sam sat by his bedside. "You've given me everything," Sam whispered. "But I still don't understand the silent violin." Mr. Eliot smiled weakly. "You will. When you stop playing for applause, and start playing for the silence between the notes, it will speak to you." Those were his last words. After Mr. Eliot's passing, the shop was left to Sam. He kept everything as it was. The silent violin stayed locked in its case. Years passed. Sam became a renowned musician. He played in great halls before kings and queens. Yet, in all his success, he remembered the little shop, the silent violin, and the man who taught him the value of stillness. One snowy evening, Sam returned to the village. The shop was quiet, untouched. He opened the case and gently lifted the silent violin. He stood before the fireplace, closed his eyes, and let go of every desire for praise or recognition. He remembered the sound of Eliot's voice, the patience in his hands, the silence of the forest when they gathered wood. Sam drew the bow. This time, the violin sang. Not loud, not grand, but deeply. The kind of sound that resonated with memory, with love, with everything unsaid. And in that moment, Sam understood. Music is not just about sound, it's about what lies in the spaces between. It is not always heard, but it is always felt. Moral of the story: true greatness is found not in seeking recognition, but in understanding the quiet value of patience, humility, and heart. Thanks for watching.